Hey everybody, I'm Hobbs Q. We're back with another one of our videos for Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. It's also part of my marathon training project, and we're closing in on the marathon. Remember that there are resources out there. 988 is the main one. There is also the Trevor Project if you need something that is more LGBTQ friendly. Today we are going to hear a story of survival, a story of hope from Patrick. And so this is a content warning that Patrick will be talking about his own suicide attempts and the impact that it had on him. It does have this message of hope, and I hope that you all will stay and listen.
My name is Patrick, and this is my story. I'm still here, but 5 years ago that might not have been the case. I was in a really rough situation. I was living away from my family. I was working at a job that I just felt stuck at, both, physically and also mentally, and everything was just exhausting, and I started to feel homesick. Everything was just piling on top of me, and that led me to not one but two different suicide attempts within about 6 months. Both times I ended up in the hospital, and I was able to get the help I needed, but along the way I kind of realized a few things. One, you're never really all that trapped. Sometimes you have to maybe dig yourself a little deeper, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I was lucky enough to be able to still connect with some friends I made in college, and they were able to stick with me over the phone and just be that sort of stability that I kind of needed in my life. I was able to move back home and just be with my family again, even though I had been living away from them in college this whole time. But I think it was living in a different state, just feeling like I had no place to go home to. And it can be tough, it can be exhausting, and getting the right help. I had to talk to psychiatrists, therapists, and even then sometimes I felt what was really helping me was just being able to talk to friends and family. But for anyone listening, I just hope that no matter what you're going through, no matter how stuck you feel, there's hopefully always someone you can reach out to, whether it be through your friends or your family, no matter how long it's been since you've talked to them, or if you have to reach out to the suicide prevention hotline. Just talking to someone and being able to vocalize how you're feeling could be really helpful. And then taking life one step at a time, step by step, eventually you'll be able to make it out, and you'll be able to come say hi like I am. Because 5 years ago I didn't think I'd be able to say hi to anyone anymore, but here we are. Thanks.